My name's John Wright. I'm the Associate Production Director for Billington Structures and Shafton Steel Services. My day-to-day job role consists of looking after all things production, installation of machines and the day-to-day running of this site. So the relationship with FICEP is one that's probably been ongoing for 15 years now. It's become quite prevalent since 2017 when Billington Structures acquired the Shafton site. From then we've invested heavily in new machinery and the latest machinery is just going in now and being commissioned as we speak. The Endeavour was one of the first machines that we needed to install once we acquired this site. The Endeavour at the time was the market leader in terms of what the machine could operate and do. It gave us the ability to face mark fittings, saving the fabricators time in not marking out the steel. It also gave us the benefit of notching, milling any slots, and drilling and tapping holes, and countersinking, which is a distinct advantage because that again would have been a manual process. We have a lot of jobs that run through our facilities where they're heavily on plate girders and service hole beams. The service hole beams are a series of porthole beams. We always had to do them up front and buy the steel in and work on a prelim basis. The key advantages of working with a new cope and drill is we can do this just in time and we can buy the steel in and process it with the full Tekla information available, which makes efficiency through the factories much more, and we get the full finished part rather than fabricators manually burning and grinding these parts to length. The Gemini was one of the first installs on this site and it quickly became really beneficial to the site in terms of what we can offer to market. Previously to that we had plasmas that could do plasmid parts and plasmid holes. That's not always acceptable with certain execution class of jobs. So the benefit of having the Gemini is it did all those three processes, including the scribing, including the milling, and it made things a lot easier. And you've got the benefit of plasma and oxy-fuel cutting on the same bridge, so it gives you maximum range in terms of material thickness. After the success of the first Gemini, it led us to look at different options in terms of extending and putting a second bridge on the same line. There are key benefits of that, one being they can work simultaneous, so both machines can work as one with one operator, or they can work separately. We extended the bed and it gave us a bigger range for when we're doing longer plate girder sections, what require drilling and milling. That were a key benefit and one of the reasons why we decided to go along with the second Gemini. So initially the plate girders that we needed to do, we only had a limited amount, about 2,000 tonne a year. Corimpex column and boom, which was the first machine that we highlighted, which gives us maximum flexibility in terms of the size. It also had the ability to follow cambers, because at the time there were a lot of cambered plate girders, so it did give some distinct advantages. That quickly developed as plate girders become really successful for the business, which led us to then go down the line of looking for a different machine, i.e. the T&I line. We purchased that through FICEP. That is much better at producing higher quantities. It's much more automated and it makes the whole plate girder process much more controlled and much easier to plan and develop. We always need to make sure that we had minimum stock on site so that we don't have periods where we run out of stock. FICEP presented the vending system to us and we found that that would work really well. It did enable us to monitor stock, control stock, and we've also only get one invoice once a month for what's in the vend, which did cut down on paperwork and meant less invoices being raised. One of the real benefits as well is they also have the ability to monitor the stock flow. So if individuals were taking more items than necessary, we would flag that, and it could be a train issue, it could be a machine issue. FICEP monitor that externally and would present their findings with us. So all the FICEP machines that we have on our sites are all entered into what's called a service contract. Within that you get preferential treatment, so when we do have an issue with the machines, although very rare, they are quick to respond and they're always happy to help, and we do get the machines back in a timely manner. I think the relationship with FICEP's been a really good one over the years. We've worked together well on various projects. They've always been happy to help. The key to impress on the machinery that they put to us. We let them come and demonstrate this site to future customers, and being out into Italy and seeing the system that they have out there and the factories they have out in Italy and all the satellite companies, you cannot help but be impressed by it.